Hello there, lovely ones. I'm Sheila Maria and I am a psychic medium for starseeds and lightworkers. And I wanted to talk to you in a little bit more detail about some of the things that are occurring for those that are very sensitive right now. So a lot of starseeds have a very clear awareness that Earth is not their home. You may not know where you're from. You might have been told you're from many different places, and I always say, what difference does that make? It should only be relevant if you feel that there is a reason that you're not doing what you're really here to do. So one of the things which can get in the way of you understanding your mission is getting too involved in where you've been and who you were and what those titles are. You are already fulfilling your mission right now. And the thing to remember is everywhere else that we have been is contributing to your mission through your aura. So it's like your own personal spaceship. All the information about all the lives you've had as, you know, a Palladian or a Sirian or an Arcadian or whatever it is, they're stored within your aura. And anything which is needed, you will at a higher level make sure that you retrieve. But one of the things that can happen is if you start really trying to grow, really trying to sort of expand, you can become very obvious energetically to the other side of the light. And this is normal. I don't want you to feel as though you're doing anything wrong if you sense that you're being messed with. And what I want to say to you is some of you are very well known in your previous forms. Some of you will obviously not remember exactly who you were or what you did or what you stood for, but there will be beings out there that remember you from those times, and suddenly you start growing, you show up on the radar again. Haha, bingo, found them. So what can happen is as you start to step forward into your mission, you can get attacked. Sometimes it's from people on Earth that are jealous of you, and they don't like the idea that you're more gifted or more psychic than they are. But sometimes it's beings that are not earthly and have a vested interest in you doubting your path. And so I just want to say to you, when you get any kind of bad luck that goes on for too long, if you get any kinds of feelings that you're being messed with, please listen to those. It's often very difficult for your guides to actually get through to you exactly what they see because the interference is taking place. One of the things that happened to me is that I had a very prolific lifetime close to Yeshua, and the details of that don't matter, but all I will say is because of that bloodline, the minute I started to become the being that I am, there were certain fractions that would do anything they could to take me down. And if they couldn't take me down emotionally, then they'd take me down physically. And if they couldn't take me down physically, they would come at me through my children. Okay? This is because your light is getting brighter. And as your light gets brighter, your aura, you could be in a shop, you could be in a public toilet, you could be on a bus, your aura will awaken others. So understand, if you do feel that you are being prevented from growing, it is because you are on the cusp of a breakthrough. Now, the other thing I want to say to you, part of being a light worker goes beyond raking your food and seeing the best in people and healing people. It really is going to bring up so much crap that you are not even aware of yet. Some of you think you've had a few past lives. Most light workers I work with have had over 100,000 lives. Okay, that's quite a lot, right? And in those lives, you have had some very, very difficult situations and some very extreme circumstances, some of which your human mind would simply not get. And when you start to grow, these layers present themselves in human form. So what I mean by that is you can suddenly be suffering from extreme anxiety, or you may have a particular aversion to a certain thing or a certain person and not know why. You may develop a phobia. You may be plagued by feelings of being persecuted or judged, and your family might think you're bloody batty. And there may be no logical reason for the extremities of why you feel the way you feel, because it's not really how you feel. Sometimes you're being messed with, okay? And they can do that by putting implants in you and then activating those implants when you kick them out your energy field, so even a healing doesn't get rid of them. And sometimes this stuff comes in when you start a new relationship or you join a new friendship circle, because you've been with these souls before and the traumas that happened when you were with them actually have to be cleared now. So what we want to say to you is there are many, 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 many powerful, pure, extremely vital light workers, healers, practitioners, mediums that suffer from really terrible mental health, and it gets written off as depression or anxiety, or they're bonkers, or they're given a title such as obsessive compulsive disorder. And yeah, okay, from a human point of view that might be part of what it is. It's usually not just that. So I recently have been working with my mentor, and you've got to remember that I do galactic work every day. And this is some of what she cleared for me within my last session. So there were lives where children had died in my arms. I had been captured by a legion of draconians and mutilated until there was literally nothing left of me. My soul was actually bound to a reptilian fraction until eventually I broke free, and I'm not reptilian at all. I also had, complete sadistic lifetimes where every day was physical torture of the most barbaric kind. And I am one of the lightest people you'll ever meet. And I've had to clear these. And you do it every day of your life. And the more of a light worker you are, sometimes the more all over the place you'll feel, because you can only facilitate to others where you've been or what you've dealt with yourself. And so this is where I have an issue with the Love and the Light Brigade that are love and lights everywhere. It ain't true. You're no good to anyone unless you are growing within yourself. If you need any help with this, I do offer my galactic trance clearing. It's a very, very unique service where I am here to help you step into everything that you came here to be, and to get rid of everything that you are held back by, interfered with, taunted by, and to get you into your place, ready to help with the event and the ascension and all of that. Lots of love. We love you. Find me over at SheilaMaria.com. Mwah. Bye bye for now.